Hey, all right, guys. M.I.A. is attempting to sue Kid Cudi for $2.8 million for kicking her off of his tour. Now, you might remember back in early May, the show was in Dallas when M.I.A. made inflammatory political statements on stage, prompting Cudi to remove her from the tour. M.I.A.'s team is asking the courts for $2.8 million for lost wages and damages to reputation. They argued that her removal affected her money, reputation, business opportunities, and contractual rights. Now, there are reports that she was given a warning about not bringing her politics to the tour, but she did it anyway. What do you guys think? Is it okay to lose work? Is it okay to lose work over politics? But then also, this is one of those times where if you mix it, how can you be upset when it blows up in your face?
The fact that she got a warning and they don't agree, I think it's one thing if you don't agree politically too. Like if you're
Mhm,
on tour with someone that you know they're left leaning and you come over here with this right nonsense, this MAGA nonsense, and anti-immigrant, which she is
mhm,
one,
mhm.
you're bad for business. Because you gotta assume that most of your followers or people that are buying tickets probably align closer to you than not.
Yeah.
And she's not the headliner, he is.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people have the tendency to lean on the whole freedom of speech thing when it's
Mhm.
convenient for the argument in which they're making.
Yeah.
And I feel like at any festival, music showcase, whatever the hell, there's going to be people who rock with this, there's going to be people who rock with that. And I feel like all things should be able to be said because freedom of speech, everybody should be able to say the thing, long as you're not making people in the audience feel a certain way or putting them in danger because of what you're saying. Like if someone rallied a crowd up to attack certain people that were at a place, now we're dealing with dangerous waters. But like I said, like when we did the story before, it blew my mind that this was the kind of time that MIA was on because she used to be radically
Hmm.
in a different direction.
Yeah.
So, and I even like researched it a little bit more after the fact. And maybe it was just more so that like Cuddy wanted it to be just not political at all. Let's just focus on the music and focus on the things. I don't know. But if you had a warning and you went against the warning, okay, maybe you lose that opportunity. But other ones though, like come
Well, I
on.
think that's just kind of how that blowout goes. Umuka, sorry, I probably said that wrong. Yumika. Hopefully, I said that
I
right. I'm
believe
sorry.
in you, Mika.
Yumika Bushnell, she's MAGA. We can't speak directly to her being MAGA, but the politics that she has oppressed seem to lean that way a little bit. Let's just say that. It's so tricky, HK, because it's like Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny did not tour in the US, right? And the reason that he didn't do the US tour was because this was, I mean, ICE is still raging, but this was, at the beginning of that. And
Mhm.
the idea, and so it's like you can't, unfortunately, we could not separate Bad Bunny's tour from politics. Like you could not separate that. And so, like, if he signed somebody up on the tour, and if he signed me up on the tour and he was like, "Hey Tanner, it's cool you're opening for me, but I don't want you out here expressing, anything political. My fans, or I feel this way about it." Okay, cool. And I sign on the thing, then I got to listen because that's what you told me.
Mhm.
And then if I still double down, I say, well, I'm going to say whatever I'm going to say. Yes, that is freedom of speech, but that's not freedom of repercussions. And so it's one of those things where it's like, do I think that she should be ostracized for her political opinions? No, I think you can have whatever political opinion you want. But if I demonstrated that I can't follow the instructions of the person whose tour I was on, it's not unreasonable for other people who are booking tours to go, well, Tanner broke the rules that time. He might break the rules again.
I do think she should be ostracized because read the room, bitch. This is she was really it wasn't about her just being a Republican or being MAGA. It was being pro ICE. And you're in Texas in a place where families, people being right around the time when people got shot in the face,
Yeah.
murdered, killed, and anyone that's sympathetic to ICE in these environments, when you have all ethnic people, a lot of ethnic people in your audience, you deserve everything you get after that. And yes, you still do have freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want, but you're not free from what the aftermath is going to be. And again, be pro MAGA, pro ICE, all that on the MIA tour and sell your tickets. But I don't think he's anti politics. He's anti your damaging negative content.
Cuddy is anti don't mess up my money.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, like don't alienate my fan base because Cudi occupies such a unique space as it relates to. He's not a person whose music you hear on the radio all the time, but his fans believe in him and they really rock with the music. There is songs that Kid Cudi has participated in and has made that literally has saved my life some days. Like, so people that really lock in with him, and he just wants to make everybody feel loved and appreciated. I like if you want some pro Ice nonsense, especially in lieu of what was going on like in the last 6 to 8 months with Ice, hell yeah, like you do have to read the room. But then there's that weird thing that happens when you see it happening right now with Kanye West. He's proved that you can be liked, unliked, hit rock bottom, become a billionaire, become not a billionaire, and then still sell out. What was it? The Forum? What place did he just sell out?
Yeah,
Like
LA.
in LA. I think he had like 3 back-to-back sellout nights at the Forum, and then he was trying to take it on a world tour. Everybody was like, okay, let's do it. And then one by one, these different sponsors started pulling away or making threats. Like, if Kanye West comes here, well, this ain't gonna be able to happen for y'all. And when people start doing those type of squeeze plays because they don't like and granted, we understand that this man is bipolar. And we understand that he will be on his meds, he will be off his meds. And it takes a person who has a touch of the tism to understand when people like that are speaking, to really untangle the words and be like, I understand what he meant. Like he was supposed to go to like Italy. That tour's canceled. He's supposed to do something in UK. That tour's canceled. Like he's like all these dates are getting canceled. But what about all the things that his music has done to help people too? What about all those people who found a little bit of spirituality because of Jesus Walks? When my mother died, and I hate talking about it, there was a song called Ghost Town on this project he did with Kid Cudi. I used to drive to work with tears in my eyes every morning, listening to that song. And it's just like, yo, yeah, he may be out of pocket sometimes, but the healing component that music can create for people, you can't put a price tag on that. And I just hate to see people get the locks changed on them because they had an opinion that wasn't in alignment with everybody else's opinion. Because one day your opinion is not going to be in alignment with everybody else's opinion. And God forbid, anything we say on this show gets us in a space and place to where, damn, man, like we can't do Entertainment Tonight now. Or whatever the hell, right? Like, oh, they cut my Costco membership. You know what I mean? Like, and it's such a slippery slope. You remember when they was trying to like ban freedom of speech on Twitter when Trump was saying whatever? And granted, I am not a Trumper by any stretch of the imagination. But I was like, yo, if they stop him from saying whatever the hell they want to say on Twitter, you're next. And then next thing you know, all these different guardrails came up. I want to hear people be as effed up as they possibly could be so I can choose whether or not I want to support them.
I don't
want to see the fake. I don't want to see the fake version.
I think what did Kanye was the Hail Hitler song.